BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm doing my part 1 roundup of what I thought of Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott. So this is part of our Dear Book Buddy series with Sam from Cold Tea and Crumbs, and I have just completed part 1, which is the proposal. So what I want to do first is just give you a little synopsis if you haven't read the story before. Tella has just been moved by her parents with her brother, who's not very well, from Boston to Montana, where they've moved from a city to a countryside because her parents say that it might help her brother to feel better and to get well. Her brother is very, very ill, and it looks like he's not going to get better. The doctors don't seem to be able to do anything for him, and Tella's not 100% sure what is wrong with him. I'm not sure anybody really knows, but she knows that he's not well at all. So although she does feel unhappy where she is, she had a good social life and a good group of friends, she's moved because of her brother, but she's feeling restless and she's feeling quite unhappy. On her 16th birthday, a little box turns up on her bed, and inside is an earpiece. And when she listens to the message on the earpiece, it tells her that she's been chosen to take part in the Brimstone Bleed, and that she needs to report within 48 hours to a specific place to pick her Pandora companion. She has absolutely no idea what this is, but the message also tells her that if she wins the Brimstone Bleed, she will get the cure for what has made her brother ill. And so because of that, Tella decides that she has to do it, and she runs away to go and pick her Pandora companion. She goes and picks her Pandora companion, and it's the race then. I'd heard a lot about this book on BookTube. Everyone was raving about how great it was. I believe it was being compared to Pokemon and the Hunger Games, which I can see. And I'm really enjoying it so far. We haven't really found out an awful lot yet. We know that she's been invited to this competition, but she seems quite in the dark as well. And I feel that we're going to sort of learn as we go along. I think things are going to come uncovered for Tella, and we're going to learn that as she learns that, which is quite a nice way actually of finding out in a story. I like that we're all finding out at the same time. The mystery about the race remains, like, why is this race? How did it come about? But I'm making my first prediction, and that is I think it's got something to do with her family. I don't know what yet, but I think it's got something to do with her family. It just seems like, at the beginning, her dad was trying to burn the earpiece. They were whispering with the mum. They must know something, so it's got to be something related to family, I think. So I'll be interested to see what we find out in part 2. Oh, so it's definitely also, I think maybe it's to do with her grandmother, because her mother gave her the feather from her grandmother. So, and I don't know, maybe her grandmother did this Brimstone Bleed. Maybe her grandmother did it, and that was from her Pandora. I don't know. Everyone seems to mention this feather, whether it's just because they're mentioning it, but I feel like there must be some relevance somewhere. So I'm intrigued to find out that. I'm enjoying this so far, but I haven't got that far in. I'd say at the moment it's probably around a 4-star book. I'm really enjoying it, so we'll see what happens next. So join me next time on the 12th, in 2 days' time, for my roundup of part 2, and also my response to Sam's part 1. So I will be Dear Book Buddying Sam and telling her what I thought about her part 1. And it will be interesting to see whether we're on the same wavelength, whether we're both enjoying it the same way, and also whether you guys are. Don't forget to comment below if you've been joining along with us. Let us know what you think of part 1, what your theories are for part 2, and I look forward to speaking to you in a couple of days. Okay, bye for now, BookTube.